Hello, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Rome the Pacifist, and tonight I wanted to talk about our Cathey and her coming back to America. And my my thought today was surrounding uh, her return and whether she should be accepted back by Black America. My thought on that is Black American doesn't have to accept our Cathey no more because she seems to me to be somebody who's pimping her loyalty around in exchange for a semblance of love. Because in real life, she has a lot of problem keeping men, and she also has a lot of problem keeping men friends for some reason. She did talk about it in her video. She's really is trying to have a relationship, and for whatever reason, it's very hard for her to have a long-term friend. The only friend that I know of that has been associated with her lives in Atlanta, and she had I don't remember her name, but she's the girl that made a video roasting Renee Marcus. The reason why I'm saying that Black America doesn't have to accept our Kathy no more is this: she's pimping her loyalty around. She's a loyalty pimp. uh, Basically, if she's in America, she's gonna talk shit about Africa. If she's in Africa, she's gonna talk shit about America. Why she was over there in Africa, and I have trouble with a lot of people doing this. When you leave America, don't talk shit about Black America because they're the one that raised you at the end of the day. While she was over there, she was talking about how Black American women were fat, didn't know how to take care of themselves, how this, that, insulting black men, this, that, and the third. That ain't right. Like me right now, I'm a black African. I live here in the United States. And I can't just go back to Africa and talk shit about Americans because Americans have helped me be who I am, whether I like everything about the United States or not. The same as I left Africa, come here, no matter what anybody says about Africa, I'm gonna defend Africa because Africa contributed to who I am today. You know, so yeah, I don't. Excuse me, trying to turn up the furnace. So while she's here in the U.S. now she has left Africa. While she was over there, she was praising everybody. She was telling everybody how she was praising a lot of people in Africa. She was also talking shit about Africans, but she was praising a lot of people that were coming back and ridiculing those that remain in America. Now she come back to America and act like it's not a big deal. I could just come back. Now hold on. People gotta ask her a question. Didn't you say you were staying in Africa for good? Why did you leave? So does that mean that the people that didn't go were right? Like the people that didn't subscribe to her whole idea of coming back and building all this empire, you know, because she brought up all this thing about she was gonna build this. Everybody gotta come to the Gambia. They had this master plan on how to build a new Wakanda. And while she was encouraging people to sell off everything in America and move to the Gambia, she was making an exit route. She's out of the Gambia. She's not saying anything about the people that she got to sell everything to come. She just leaves. So I don't feel like our character is somebody that commit to anybody. She's not committed to America. She's not committed to Africa. She's not committed to Black America. She's not committed to the black race. She's committed to herself. You look at even her style. She went from long hair wigs to not natural hair. She could flip back tomorrow. She don't care. She don't. She basically, like she said, she's a strong, independent woman. So that's my thought on that. Now she did bring up a few business ideas that I thought were good, like these tiny home concept of building homes out of containers. I think that's something that if she have connected with the right people and she having a sense of sincerity, she could have make things happen. But like I say in my previous video, the problem that I'm seeing with the people going to Africa is this: they're having good ideas and they're having trouble executing them. Our Kathy had a good idea um, of these container houses, and she brought up a few of these other ideas, like a dental tourism, how the people in the Gambia fix her teeth and how she used to never feel pretty. Now she feel pretty, and that's a good thing. And that, I always say, no matter where you go, there's always gonna be some positive in a place. You know, in Africa, there's gonna be positive. In America, there's gonna be positive. It depends on where you looking. So she went to the Gambia. She fixed her teeth, something that America wasn't able to provide. That's a good thing. Now she did get to the Gambia. She complained about the toilet. Yeah, you know, there's some people that are some countries that are not gonna have the best of toilets. It is what it is, but there's always gonna be something good. So she did make the best of the Gambia, and I'm sure our Cathey is gonna continue to talk about the Gambia. Um, so yeah, that's kind of my thought for today. Um, I wonder what her future endeavors are gonna be. Um, I don't think she's gonna stop talking about the Gambia because when you live somewhere for a while, that place is always gonna be part of you. And you notice it, even the people that are leaving America and going to Africa, they can't stop talking about America. The people that are leaving um, Africa and coming to America, they can't stop talking about Africa. It is what it is. It's not a hatred for one place or whatever. It's just part of human nature. It's like when you leave one relationship, the truth is you never forget about that person. It don't happen like that. Um, I also wanted to contribute some thought about the type of business that people could do when they repat to Africa. I'm seeing a lot of people buy lands, and I did say about my video yesterday. When you buy lands, it ties you to a specific place and does not give you that type of flexibility to do many things. You know, they might make videos about the Gambia and you see the beach looking really nice, and you stay here in America and send money to, I don't know, Crazy Boy. He buys the land. When you make it over there, you realize you gotta make a maybe a 200-mile trek to get to that beach, and ain't no paved road. You got a big land though. You spend a lot of money. The land is there, no roads. Okay. So you got to look at that. I will encourage people to go on the grind in Africa, man. I want to keep stressing this. I hate when I see my fellow Black Americans, and even not just Black Americans, even us African that live here. When we go back to Africa, we got to take our time because things do change. Africa is not idle. I know a lot of people think they're gonna go to Africa. There's only Black people. That was probably the case 300 years ago in many parts of Africa. But Africa is not a rock. It's a dynamic region. Things are changing. New people are coming in. So be ready for that change. So one of the business ideas that I had was instead of buying land, which sometimes I feel like people be getting scammed, there's a lot of construction going on in Africa. You could start a hardware business. I see a lot of people complaining about the heating, like the heating system. Like there's no hot shower. Putting together a hot shower system is not rocket science. I fix my furnace all the time. So if really people repat in the African, they can come out with a way to put together a hot shower system. I got problem with them. I got problem with them, bro. If people repat in the African, they can't find a way to set up an AC system, then, they definitely not people that are going to change Africa. I'm seeing too many people that complain. I want to, it's good to see more people that are solutions type of people. Those are the people that lead the war. You can't go to Africa and trying to lead when you're not providing solution, when you just complaining like the local, it's hot, the local just like fanning their head with their hands or some leaves. No, you want to come in and really bring bright ideas. So that's one business, is a hardware business. And I don't believe that Africa has to be this racially monolithic region. You could work with different races. Because if you want to run away from white people and run away from Chinese and run away from all these people, that means you scared of competition. The reason why white people and Chinese want to do business with Africa is they're competent that they can win. So we want to go at other groups with a competence that we can win. I want to see us do business with other races with competence, and do it with confidence also that we will make it. So about this construction stuff, with your American passport It's an asset. It's not a liability. You don't even need an African citizenship. I'm all about strategy. You could use your American passport to go to China, buy hardware products. I'm talking just the little things. And like I've seen the bags of the the bags of the Gambian. They cutting. I'm seeing them cutting rebars like with handsaw. Man, that shit is miserable, man. Stop that shit. Africa gotta move up. I'm seeing them cutting rebars with handsaws. I'm seeing them cutting wood with handsaws. In America, everybody's using electrical saws. So that's why everything in the U.S. is moving 20 times faster than in Africa. It started at the basics. I'm seeing people carrying so many things in their head. In America, they're using high-lows or Ford trucks. That's what's slowing down Africa. So Africa got to start doing things faster and more efficient. That's why it's taking the Black Acres of the Gambia 5 years to build a little structure that they have over there, and then you see it's not moving fast enough. So if I was a Black American, I could go to Africa and link up with a lot of these Africans that are importing product to different African countries. We brotherhoods. That's why we want to build a global brotherhoods. I started this little channel. I mean, I'm not very good with like the social media, but I started this to put my own input. I feel like this perspective was not being shared. I felt like people were just telling Black Americans what you wanted to hear. Like, oh, my brother, welcome to the continent. People can say that in your face and they not treat you like their brother. I'm talking like that as an African, but because I care about the diaspora, I see us as one family. And I'm not saying it just in words. I really want to see our people work together and share ideas. You know, I feel like Africa got to tell the real truth to Black America. There's polite way to say things. I'm not saying like going there and disrespect anybody. And Black America got to tell the real truth to Africa. And it could be said, it doesn't have to be said in the Cathey way. It could be said in a very polite way. And people will understand. People know when you mean well. You know, I think our Cathey sometimes have a good idea, but she's not the easiest of human to deal with, and this doesn't have to do with Africans. It has also to do with Black Americans. She did admit that most of the Black dude that she dated here in the U.S. She ended up getting them locked up because she played the whole blame game and called the cops on them and they took them away. I mean, you know how it worked out here. You know, it's not different from the years of slavery no more. The way things work out here, it's just in the time of slavery, a man was taken from Africa, put on a ship, and released in a plantation, on a plantation. Today, a man is put in a patrol car and released in a fucking jail. Things have not changed. So, you know, she admitted that she had hurt a lot of Black men. That's why I think she feel a lot of remorse because she done got a lot of Black men locked up throughout her life. She regrets it. And that's one of the reasons why I started questioning myself, should Black America take her back? I know there's a ADOS movement going on. There's not a lot of people in it. So when these movements are small, they tend to be desperate for, for partners. They tend to be desperate for members. But they don't have to take they don't have to take just anybody that come and claim this whole ADOS thing. Yeah, Black America is an ethnicity, and as an African, I would be dumb to say that is not the case. But just acknowledging people differences is not a disrespect. It's like I'm from Cameroon, and shout out to Cameroon. That's my flag back there. You can see there. I don't know. You can see Obama. Hey, that's the diaspora, and that's where I come from, and that's a picture of a Mustang. I just do my thing. I don't feel like people ought to just act like they were born and raised in Africa to be accepted. Africa is your ancestral home. The process of adaptation to Africa, a lot of Africans out south, we go through that. Those that are born in the city, when they go back to the villages, they call Akata. We call Akata when we're born in the village, in the city. It's a joke. It's not a hate thing, man. Don't take a lot of African words too hard. It's not meant in a disrespectful way. When I go back to my village, I'm an Akata because I was born in town. And a lot of people, it happened, but it's not that hard. If Africa was this harsh place, and Africa was like, had a hidden agenda against the diaspora, some of our Cathey wouldn't have made it alive in the Gambia. The fact that she made it alive shows African humility. It shows that Africa has thrived above her, above our Cathey. The fact that you know when ES had that little altercation with Prince Ayoko, in a sense, in many other countries she could have gotten hurt, but you see in Africa she's in good hand. You know, she's not getting hurt. She's not being killed. All these things people think is gonna happen. Ain't no issue with that. But yeah, that's one idea that I have about business. Those relocating to Africa, you could start a hardware business. You know, just selling electrical outlet, stuff like that. You know, it could be home cleaning products. When I say home cleaning product, was stuff that you can use to take care of your house. Excuse me, like chemical to clean things, sponge. But one thing I'm seeing that you can really make money is hardware business. I would encourage people. Cell phone, another one is cell phone business. Cell phone business is big in Africa, but you have to go to China and hook up with Africans over there. I would love to see Black America set up a trading post in China. And the name of the city where you find a lot of black people there is, I think it's called Guangdong. I could be wrong, but it's a big port city that there's a lot of Africans there. You will find a lot of. You don't have to worry. You're gonna find a lot of Africans there that speak both French and English. Um, you know, be global. When you leave America and go to Africa, like I said, don't abandon America, man. Your ancestors fought too hard, though. That's why I always give respect to Black America. And I want you to succeed when you go to Africa, but I feel like you're not being fed with a lot of information. You're just being fed with a lot of this kumbaya, we all brothers and this, that. There's no business idea. People just going and showing maybe skyscrapers. Yeah, skyscrapers been in Africa for a long time, but people not telling you the process of how it is built. People just saying it's there. Most people that are going over there showing a skyscraper, but I'm not seeing nobody talking about a rebar business where you could be selling rebars for construction. Nobody's talking about a cement business where you could go to Nigeria and import cement to the Gambia or Ghana and so on and so forth. The cement business don't cost a lot. All you need is a pickup truck, uh, a warehouse with maybe $20,000, a $10, let's say $20,000 for the cement wholesale price, a pickup truck for the delivery, and you got yourself a little construction business. You deliver in many places. Now you could buy a cement mixer and start renting them out, or you could have that cement business and some hardware product. You know, I'm talking pliers, I'm talking plumbing supplies. You could go to China and start buying, you know, water tanks for boiling. It's not hard. I fix all my stuff here. These things are not hard. It's not rocket science. Cause those are two of the things that I'm seeing people complain about when they go to Africa. Is toilet. I think it's toilet, hot water. Then there's electricity. You know, but for toilet, it's not hard to set up. This thing is not hard at all. People acting like it's a do or that. I fix these things all the time, and I didn't even go to school for it. You can research how to set up a boiler online. Now in Africa, you're not gonna have a gas line like here in the U.S., so you might need like a gas tank that you refill, you know, to have hot water. You know, you could set up to where, I mean, it's technology out there where you could set up where the water only boils at the time where you take a shower. There's stuff that's, you know, there's timers for these type of stuff, and it will just churn on and heat water at the time where you take a shower. That way you saving on gas, because a lot of these boilers, they rely on like a thermostat type of stuff. When it cools off, it boils, and you be wasting your gas in Africa. There's that. There's toiletry. It seems like there would be demand for toilet, because I see a lot for modern toilet. I'm seeing a lot of people complain about it. These things are not hard. It's just basic plumbing, really, and then a reservoir to where I guess the waste will go. The third one is electricity. I'm seeing solar panels in the horizon. They're still kind of expensive, but they also, to a certain extent, wind. But I don't know how windy it is in Western Africa. But to a certain extent, wind and solar. You could buy, you know, the the generator. You could have a generator. But as far as electricity, it's gonna improve over time in Africa. This, I would, like I say, I would be making videos as time go by. But I just wanted to put my input, my own little insight to help the diaspora. Yeah, so that's all I got for tonight. You know, I work a lot of hours, so I don't really have time to set up and have like a professional setup for videos. But I think sometimes words, the you know, it's the meaning of your words that count a lot of time. No, you know what I'm saying? It's the intention of your words, not necessarily the glamour, but the intention. My intention is to help people. You know, again, a shout out to everybody going out there and trying new things. And like I said, don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed if you go out there and things don't work out. And if things work out, like I said, you will be the one leading the future world. But you know, don't feel bad because for just flying to Africa, you done more than a lot of people have done. You know, not even 1% of African descent in this world, in the Western world, will ever see Africa. So for you to have seen it, for those that have their ashes spread on African soil, that's an honor. When you travel to Africa, it's a pilgrimage. You gotta be proud of that thing. And I'm gonna continue to make videos and just trying to get my own insight. When you leave in America, go to Africa, I feel like you don't just need like information from the internet. You need information from people who lived in Africa. I started making money when I was 6 years old in Africa, you know, and my future was Africa. Then I came to the United States, you know, through events, and it was so random. But I'm still pretty much in touch with people in Africa. I help family with business and all that. But anyway, guys, enough for tonight. And also, I'm glad that E has made it safe. She's still in Africa, but she's doing very well. I hope she continue with her plans. It's unfortunate. She says she's gonna stop that whole village stuff, but she changes her minds many times. I don't want to say anything to bother her. I like the lady as a person. You know, I like her as a person. I would like to see her do well, so I'm not gonna say anything harsh about her. Same thing with Prince Ioko. I hope that his future looks good. If I was him, I would rather be a prince than a pimp. Right now, he's taking more of a pimp route. He's trying to marry the whole world, and that's gonna take him away from his duty as a prince. It's better for him to focus on his job as a prince, help his people, help the repat community, and stop trying to get paid in pussy, like you say. All right. See you all. Good night. Bye.